What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Pimptacular Podcast. I am your host, Trang. Of course, you guys all know my co-host, Jeremy here. And this week we have a special guest, your lovely radio host, Stephen Woods.
Hi, guys.
Well, before we get into what this podcast is normally known for, professional ball talk, let's see, how are you? And thanks for coming on.
I'm great. It's my pleasure. Busy time of year, as you guys can imagine and know. And yeah, it's great. Everything's good. Bo's got baseball practice in a little bit, so I'll be leaving to go do that, which is my favorite thing on the planet. So everything's good. Life is great.
Wow. Look who finally decides to get a little rub from the Pimptacular Podcast.
He called it Pimp Lord.
To the show, Mr. Woods.
Hello, Pimp Lord. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing so good. We go way back.
We do.
Feel like we've been acquaintances for years now, right?
Yeah, I would say, and like, no bullshit, man. Probably at least 7-8 years. Like since I think Ben and Woods has been on. There are days that I love you and there are days that I don't, which is I'm sure that's the case for most people that listen to you and me.
Yeah.
We have that in common. I promise you.
That dynamic is
that I promise you.
I consider myself one of the champions of getting your show to where it is today.
No, I don't
want to take all the credit for it, but I feel like I definitely played a pivotal role in kind of helping you guys out too.
All right.
Well, hold on. This is why I think beginning of the season, when we started our podcast, I remember I saw Woods on opening day, and then he was just like, I was like, ooh, would you ever want to go on the pod and address some things? Because there's like some weird beef between you and Jeremy. And Woods said, yes, he would love to. So if you guys want to get into this beef, everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it online too. If you guys, and you are over here, we've seen you on your little show calling this show the Pimp Lord Podcast, which it's a little offensive to me because Pimp Lord is just Jeremy himself, but it's the Pimptacular Podcast. I'm just letting you know.
Your name isn't in the podcast.
But it's Pimptacular.
The two of us make it Pimptacular.
It's Pimptacular, but nowhere does it say the Pimp Train Podcast.
It's better than calling it Pimp Lord because that's his name. It's under the Pimp Lord production, probably.
All right, fair. That's fair, but like you can't. It wasn't meant to be a slight. That's what I thought it was called. The Pimp. What did I call it? The Pimp Lord Podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's on me then. I apologize.
It's okay. Well, enough about me. Can we get into this beef between you guys?
Sure.
You guys just keep going back at it.
I still don't know what this beef is about. I really don't. I have no idea.
It goes back several years, Stephen. You see, back when I started my social media journey, I wanted to. Part of my motivation, my thesis, was getting this team that we all love, the Padres, to further their presence on social media, to push the boundaries, to get more creative. You remember?
God, yes, I remember. Oh.
And do you remember what you said? You laughed.
I did laugh, and I'm laughing still about it. I don't know. Look, I think you're right, and I think they've done a better job. I do. I think what made me insane at the time was like the team was so mediocre. I was like, who gives a fuck about some spring training fucking pie caper where Tatis tries to steal an apple pie from the fucking shelf and it's hot and he dips his fingers in there. And, listen, at that time, I think I just wanted winning baseball to take priority. But like, you got to understand, Pimp, I've got 10,000 of you that I deal with on a daily basis complaining about something, right? Like there's something, I don't like his bat. I don't like, why does he wear those shoes, Woodsy? Why did Manny go to his left when he should have gone to his right? Why can't, and it just, I think I just snapped. And so I do apologize, but yeah, I at that point, I think I was really like, fuck, can we just win baseball games? And we win more baseball games now than we used to. I think I've mellowed a lot, actually. And
That's great.
Let me tell you, not only do I think they've done a better job and getting better and everybody could be better. But I think you've done a better job. I do. I think you're creativity has grown leaps and bounds, honestly. Because I think your shit was a little tired back then, but I think it's really rounded into form. You're finding your stroke, dude. If you're a songwriter, right? You're finding the melody is a lot more beautiful now than it used to be. It used to sound like shit, and now it sounds way better.
You're beautiful. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
My pleasure.
So you're into the Campusano bit, I assume. I can see.
Well, I I was thinking about, it's funny because I knew I was coming on today. I was thinking about agendas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get accused of having agendas, and you can, in our job, my job, not your job, in my job, I can say, hey, man, I don't know that Luis Arise should be in the 2-hole, right? Based on the evidence here and based on this may be a better fit. And then it becomes an agenda, right? And then we get sucked into our own agenda. And it happens to radio hosts all the time where, he'll hit in the 2-hole and he'll get 3 hits, and everyone tweets me see, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not married to it. Now you're married to this agenda, and I do respect standing by an agenda, but I've found for me, in order to have a fruitful and successful mental health life, that I need to be able to say, yeah, I fucked that up, or I was wrong. And I've found myself this year in particular being like, hey, that's on me. Like, Ben won't let go of an agenda. He just won't.
Mhm.
Like, Chris Ello won't let go of an agenda. Like, people grab them and they hang on to them like grim death. And for me, I'm like, yeah, I was probably wrong. Good for him. Because at the end of the day, I think what we all want is just dubs, right? At the end of the day, we need a few more dubs to make this thing really successful this year. So I don't care who hits where as long as they get the job done. But yeah, we get a little married to our agendas sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good positive mindset to have. I don't have that. I had to sit through watching Martin Maldonado all season. And,
it was terrible. It was terrible.
My cries fell on deaf ears, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, doesn't it make you feel better knowing that Campy was legitimately the worst defensive catcher in baseball last year? Does that help at all?
It makes me feel like there's literally only up to go, right? You can't get any worse.
Can't get any worse.
And then now Maldonado and Diaz, that tandem replaced him as one of the worst catching options. So we don't have to get into this too much longer, because if you get me wound up, I don't.
That's fair. So, I get it.
Hate it. He's gonna be so upset.
If he survives the winter meetings, I will be very obnoxious. So we will see.
Campy,
if that happens, yeah.
Well, I mean, as they say in the business, the 6th time is the charm. 6th time is the charm. I think he's only, what has he got at the big league level? 500, 600 ABs. So he obviously can hit at AAA. He's the best AAA hitter of all time. Legitimately Crash Davis. And I don't know if you heard this from spring training, but he's legitimately the best smelling baseball player that I have ever smelled in my entire life. He walked past me and I went, what was that? And he walked by, I was like, God damn, what is that? And I said it on the air, and somebody tweeted it, and he wrote back, and he's like, can confirm. I don't know what it is. The dude smells better than any woman I've ever been next to.
That's hilarious. I believe it.
Jeremy would fall to his knees.
I would have fainted.
He would fall to his knees.
You would.
That's awesome. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Trang, proceed.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, because since you have this job, we've seen those morning, I guess, in your little chat, your YouTube chats in the morning.
Man.
How do you guys go about that? How do you...
I'd say these days, now there's 2 separate chats. So there's the 97.3 The Fan chat, which I avoid like the plague. And then there's the Ben and Woods YouTube chat, which is filled with mostly positive stuff and people reacting in real time. I like it a lot because, frankly, there's a lot of smart, funny, quick people out there, quicker than we are. And I get a lot of good material from it. Like on the fly, it's right there. I'm pretty good at broadcasting and reading the chat. Ben is not, so he can't really. I can be in the middle of a
Yeah.
story, reading the chat, and be like, "Oh, Jeff said this," or Charisma said this. Like it's super, super easy for me, and it's mostly positive. But every now and then they're and rarely. The thing I think I'm probably most proud of about this season is that I haven't let it consume me like I
Yeah.
have in seasons before, to
You're a
where,
petty king.
oh man, it has not it has not consumed my soul like it did last year. 2023 was particularly rough. Um, but I've just been able to roll with it a little bit better. But
Yeah.
that's a lot of work I put into to make
I
sure
know, because I'm
that
seeing you like live and then just responding to someone. I'm reading all these messages that you guys are getting. I'm like, damn, like I just want to tell them to shut the fuck up.
I know it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It is. It's crazy. And so there are people that log in at 6 and they don't log out until 10. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What the fuck do you guys do for work? Like,
Yeah.
I love it. It's great. But it's, this year I just haven't let it get to me like I have. Like, I don't have any control how these guys play. None. Zero,
Yeah.
zero whatsoever. And neither does any media anywhere. But people, they want to come in and, you'll get the occasional, like, Woods is a fucking idiot or whatever. And you're like, all right, you roll with the punches.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old is staring through the window right now.
Come say hi.
Come say hi real quick, Bubba. Don't pat your cup like that. It's very creepy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got baseball practice. He's very excited.
That's
So
nice.
yeah. Come here. You can come say hi. Come here. Leave this big boy right now. Come here. Come say hi to Pimp and Trang. Come around the corner, just real quick. Make a little cameo.
We won't scare you. I promise.
That's Trang. Say hi. Say hi. And then let me slide this over. And there's Pimp Lord.
What's up, dude?
Say
You
hi.
wished me birthday a couple times.
Yeah, you wished him. You did a happy birthday message for him a couple times.
Well, I never got one.
Oh, you never got one? When's your birthday?
March 13.
All right. Next year. Remind me. He'll do it. He's next for.
Please
All right,
remember that, though.
We'll leave in a little bit. All right. See you, buddy. God, he's such a stud, man. Such a stud.
I've seen the
So
videos.
fun.
Your kids are so athletic.
They are. I don't know where they got it from, because it didn't get it from me, and they didn't.
Yeah.
They did not get it from mom either. So, bye. I'll be back on the set. Sorry about that.
I was just going to mention, going back to our conversations earlier, it's so funny how dismissive you were to the digital game, and look at you now, a YouTuber, Stephen YouTube Woods.
What was our beef? What was our beef about? Oh, fucking TikTok. Yeah. Are you? And I noticed are you still doing TikToks?
Oh, I'm doing it
all the time.
I hate to admit this, but I paid $20 to promote my post a little bit ago.
Man, you do what you have to do.
40 followers.
You do what you got to do, man. I'm not great at it. I see your stuff on Instagram Reels, which is weird because I love Instagram, but I hate TikTok, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think honestly, I resisted it because I knew that I would go deep into like rabbit holes for like weeks at a time, and so I think I resisted it. I'm also I've got not even a little bit of boomer in me. I'm getting pretty boomerific to where it's getting bad. It's like bad. Somebody's like, hey, listen to this new artist. I'm like, no, sorry, not gonna happen. No, you'll really like it. No, I hate it. No. It's I shouldn't be that way, but I am. It's getting bad. So I'm trying to work on it, kind of. But yeah, that we did beef about that. But yeah, listen, Pimp, I fought this YouTube thing. Like, I fought it as hard as I could fight it until I couldn't fight it with Paulie anymore. I was like, fucking fine. Just do it. I don't want to do anything. I'll just show up, do the show. And, I was really nervous about our radio show being on YouTube Live, because I go, well, then we're doing a show we're not doing a radio show anymore. We're doing a YouTube show.
Yeah.
And I think we've bridged the gap pretty well. I think we do a pretty good job at it. I do find myself sometimes forgetting that we're actually on the radio, and because I'm staring at myself in this screen all day. but I think we've done a pretty good job at handling it. And it's been pretty successful for us too. I think it's helped our show immensely. Like that's all Paul Reindl. That's all Paul Reindl. I mean, that is, if it were up to me and Ben, if it were up to just Ben, I mean, we'd still be reading the newspaper on the air every day and taking fucking 3.5 hours of phone calls. But because of Paulie, we've been able to jump into the next realm, and we owe it all to him. 100%. Awesome. Yeah, he's
so good because it's nice to see you guys like unfiltered yourself, just the boys being boys,
Yeah.
And I guess like this whole new YouTube thing. This is why Jeremy was saying that you want to be him so bad, and I think
I want to be him. I want to be him.
Oh
yeah, I don't.
Sorry, I thought it was out there.
It's okay.
The last episode, you said Woods wanted to be you so bad.
Ooh, that's not one I
that per se. But.
That's not one I've heard a lot of. I.
All right, you know what, guys?
I don't envy. I don't really, and envy is not really something I feel. I don't really have it in me. I have a lot of the 7 deadly sins, but envy is not one of them. I have sloth. I don't really have greed. I have lust. I have what are some of the other 7 deadly? I don't have envy though, and I don't really envy Pimp Lord.
Well, that's
very
fair.
much.
But guys, let's just be real here. All right, let's put all the past aside.
Yeah, move forward.
Focus on the future. Real quick, cool Oasis poster. I also saw them at Pasadena.
Yeah, I noticed you.
I was the guy in the bucket hat.
Yeah, you were in the bucket hat, but you were in seats, right?
Yeah.
That's tough. We were on the floor.
I've never been there before. Wow. I'm probably never going to go again. But to see that for once, it was cool. We can't all be twice like some of us. But.
Yeah, what'd you think of the show? Was it as magical for you as it was for me?
Yeah. I mean, I'd seen clips before, and it doesn't look like they deviate from their set list very often at all.
At all, not even a little bit.
Yeah, but no, I was enthralled. It was awesome. Got home with
it was great. Yeah, that was a rough one.
Oasis fan, but
same.
But she's a good sport, and I think when she realized how closely you have to sit to one another in those seats, she became a little bit even less of an Oasis fan. But she's still a good sport because she knows that's like my favorite band. So
it was amazing.
It was once in a lifetime thing. I'm not a huge concert goer, but I was like, this is the one. I gotta.
Yeah, for me, I had been playing those songs for my boys since they were babies, and I have video of each of my children, obviously at different times and ages, singing "Live Forever" when they were babies. Like Bo was 2, and so to be able to take. And then, like, to love a band and be like, sorry, guys, like, yeah, they're still alive, but they're brothers and they don't speak. Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense. It sucks, but it's never going to happen. For it to happen and be able to take them was magical. And then I was holding Bo. We ran up to the front for Live Forever. And, one of those moments I'll never forget. Like, I was sobbing. And like, to where people were like, hey buddy, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? And I'm holding him and he's huge now. And my back is like wrenched in half. And it was really, it was a special night, but you're right, man. What a bitch getting in and out of that fucking place was insane. We hit traffic and it was a 12-hour day. And my wife also, obviously, you'd have to be a very, very good sport as well.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, hey, just real quick, the reason of this meeting of ours, Trang, as you know, I don't know, I guess I'll announce it. Our show, the Pimptacular Podcast, is now the newest family member of the Odyssey family on 97.3.
Let's go.
What do you think about that?
I didn't know anything about this. How does this work? They're gonna
play you. I thought
play you on our platform. No, I didn't see anything.
Adam sent out an email.
No, I don't see. I don't see a lot of work emails. I don't check a lot of work emails ever.
Well,
so
I got it right here. Let's see what this says.
All right.
Oh wait. This says do not contact. Cease and desist. Has nothing to do with you.
Oh, Jeremy, why would you say this publicly?
Well, I
I called my mom. I told her, I was like, Mom, we did it. We don't have to live in Ramona anymore. We're free from this place. Oh,
that's right. You don't live in Ramona though, do you?
No, I
that's
don't.
it.
No.
I'm joining Kaplan and crew. I'm part of the crew.
Congratulations.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but congrats. Yeah, you can count me out.
Trang, we've been looking for not looking. We don't have any money, but I've been wanting to add a female voice to the show for 5 years. So again, don't have any money, but if you're interested in working to, as they put it, to what do they say to me when they ask me to do stuff for free like this? Help grow your brand and grow your brand. That's what that's why I've done so many free things for 15 years now in the business. Yeah, I'll just come grow my brand and help you grow yours. No, but we do. Odyssey, it's funny you say that because like they'll like carry podcasts on their app. I think that's how it works. I don't know. You may be able to get yourself on the Odyssey app at some point. Not that anybody listens to the Odyssey app ever, or that it ever works very well, but it's there.
I do see a lot of people complaining about the app. That's why it's so much easier just to go on YouTube. I mean, I work from home since COVID, so it's like I'm not going to find a radio to flip on the FM station.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But so, what is what's the ultimate goal here of the podcast? Because if I could offer some words of advice.
Currently no real goal. Just we both have a bit of a presence. Trang more so than me, but for years you're just tweeting into the wind. I was like, I wonder if we can do anything with this. I wonder if there's anything to create.
Yeah.
And I had an idea of, why don't I just start a podcast? It'd be kind of funny. I did it for myself. I was like, okay, there's something missing here. I'll get guests on every week.
Right.
And then I'll get a new guest every week, and then it'll kind of be a thing. And I asked Trang, who we go back years with, and we did our first episode. I was like, oh, that went fairly well. We kind of had a little bit of a fun dynamic there. So I asked her if she wanted to do it again, and she's like, sure. To my surprise, I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Right.
And here we are. We're almost pushing 300 subscribers in less than 6 months of work, and we've been invited to tequila events from our friend Teresa.
Very nice. I know Teresa.
And we've got more events in the future that we got lined up. I want to keep it a surprise.
Keep it a surprise. That you don't want to reveal your plan.
But I'm very, very open and willing for any advice
I think it's
Stephen, wait.
Yeah.
Stephen, before you give your advice, I do want to just say that I do consider you a pillar of not only the sports media in this town, but San Diego in general. I think of you as maybe role models, a little bit of a tough word, but I think a lot of sports fans look up to you.
I don't know why.
I'm not even being a jokester right now, not even being a funny guy. I think my dad is a huge fan of your show.
No shit.
He's like, oh, he's my Twitter friend.
Tell him I said hello.
I value your importance in our community, and I just think you're a real rad dude.
Thank you, man. I think the same, and I will say though that I've said this many times. Like there's a sports radio fraternity in this town, and I'm not in it, and that's just the way that I want it. I don't want to be. I never want to be lumped in as a sports radio guy ever, because. And that's why I love our show, is because it's so much more. But my advice is just consistency, right? Like with a podcast, and there's no one that's been more inconsistent with his podcasting on the planet than me. I've had a dozen podcasts. I get all charged up. I do it for about 6 weeks, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I can't fucking do this anymore. It's the worst. I am the worst at it. So I'm telling you, to don't be like me and be as consistent as you can. And the other thing is one thing that I've learned is like, just be your authentic, true self. Always be your authentic, true self. Good, bad, ugly, it's the thing that cuts through. Like I never get messages ever about, hey man, I really liked your take on Ramon Laureano's AB in the third inning. Like, it's always, hey dude, I love that combo you had about the stuff that you and your wife are going through, or your parenting stuff with your kids, or the stuff of when your dad was sick. Like, those are the things that cut through. So I've always been very open about every good and bad thing that's going on. Because that's just who I am. I'll talk to a fucking stranger and be like, "No, you'll never believe what my wife did yesterday." You know what I mean? Like, I'm just who I am. And so um, it's hard for Ben to do, but to like be able to pull that thread for the last 8 years to get him to, and now you start to see a little bit of his real inner freak that lives inside of him.
Yeah,
It's the
you do.
best. It's like the craziest shit. And I'm looking at him like, oh my God. Now he was so uncomfortable with all of this. And, just over time, I've just like a little chisel just chipping away at Ben. And I think that's what's made it work. You can't have two me's in there, and you can't have two Bens. And so I think you just, you be as consistent as you can. The other thing, like I see from the new podcast, is don't chase the money. Like, there's not a ton of, I mean, if you're Joe Rogan, there's a ton of money to be made, but like, do it because you love to do it. And, once you start like, man, we got to do this and we got to do this and let's monetize this, and, oh, we're not getting enough views, or that's when you start to be like, all right, I don't like this for me at least, like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
Now this feels like a job instead of a place to express myself. So that's something that I've learned.
Yeah.
And I've even been that way with radio, to where I'm like, no, dude, I can't be chasing. I need to remember why I do it. And it's to try to touch people every day, to try to be an ear for people and be a voice, like you said, for the fan in this town, because some of the best people I've ever met, man, this community embraced me 15 years ago. And I mean, this is my home. It will always be my home. I feel like I was born and raised here, and will certainly die here for sure. But I love it. I love it. I love all the people that I met, and all the Padres fans are fucking crazy. And I love it. It's just been a blast. It's been a great.
Yeah. And it's been nice knowing you too, because we know each other from outside too. And you're absolutely the same person.
Yeah.
You're very consistent. And that's what I appreciate. Because I was telling Jeremy, to be frank, I was like, no, whatever you see Woodsy is the same person. He will be the same person throughout. So it's really nice. And I think more people should get to know you too,
Sure. Absolutely. And you listen, some people it doesn't work with, and that's okay. I've also learned I've also learned to be okay with that more than I used to. I used to really stay up at night, like everybody has to like me, and now I'm like, whatever. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. Where did he go? I thought he disappeared.
I'm here. Hello. Sorry.
There
that's like me too, because I'm like
Ramona Wi-Fi.
I get it.
Running out of wheels over here.
But that's like me too. Like, I know I'm like a sarcastic asshole. Like, I will remain the same. And if people are sensitive to it, then they'll be to it. It's not everybody's meant for everybody. So it is what it is.
That's right. Yeah. And I see people going after Pimp, and I'm like, man, like, you don't get it. I saw like, here's the thing I've learned too, is like, people are going to take it so seriously, and what you say, so seriously. So I'm not really careful about what I say, but some people don't understand sarcasm. They don't understand bits.
Yes.
They don't understand, that, hey, like, at the end, I got a lot of perspective this year. Both my parents were ill. Both of them are doing good now, but like, your mom has a cancer scare, then your dad has a cancer scare, and you're like I was home in Texas visiting my dad, and waiting for his results of his test, and he's really sick, and I'm at home visiting, and I'm having to do a show every day, and the games are on, and I'm like, I don't care. I couldn't care less about what happened in last night's game. And I really kind of had to fake my way through that week, and it was not fun, because I don't fake my way through really anything anymore. And to be like, oh no, like O'Hearn is cold, like, I didn't give a shit. I really didn't. And you just had this. I had this whole new perspective, and not everybody understands that. They're like, hey, this is life or death. And really, at the end of the day, it's not. It's just fucking baseball. And
Yeah.
I want them to do well. I love them. I think they're a great team. And I want to see them win a World Series championship, mostly so we can all shut the fuck up about it would be the best
Yeah.
part, just
Yeah.
and like to be one of the few franchises without one is fucking terrible, and
drought.
yeah, the drought, 50 some odd years, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, all right. But hey, man, could be, why not us this year? Probably starting pitching, but
Yeah.
probably
We don't
starting
have to get
pitching.
into all that. But,
Yeah. We'll cover that tomorrow on Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Yeah. Hey,
Nice little.
Yeah,
I was just gonna ask. We're getting close to wrapping it up here. Is there anything you'd like us to promote, talk about?
You literally just
forward
promoted
a message of yours of any sort.
No, I think the thing I'm most proud of in the last year is the men's mental health group that I started called
Love
The
that.
Work. Yeah, it's great. I think too many men feel overworked, underappreciated, and of course we all grow up hearing if you have feelings or talk about your feelings, you're a pussy or whatever. Like I've heard it all, I've seen it all, I've had it tweeted to me, and I'm raising two little boys, and I want them to know, like, hey, dude, don't have to keep it in, and I've that's the thing when I die, that's the thing I'll be the most proud of is the work that I've done, and then the work that I'm trying to get other guys to do, and just so it's really informal. I don't have one on the books yet for this month, and I'm trying to like maybe set up a virtual one because I know it's difficult for people to get out to San Marcos where I've been doing it. But that's it. Like promote men's mental health, and that it's okay to like not be okay, and to have somebody to talk to. And I get it. Therapy is very expensive, but there's so many different options available. There's online, there's apps. You reach out to your favorite radio host. Many of you have before. I'm always here for you. That's the thing I'm most proud of this year. That's the thing I would want to promote is the group I started called The Work, and because it's really really hard work to get your head right. And I'll say, like, over the last year, I've had really bad days, but they're more manageable now than they used to be, certainly. But you can't let your foot off the gas ever, and when I do let my foot off the gas is when things start to go poorly for me. I suffer from pretty tremendous amount of anxiety and worry and low grade depression, but like having an outlet and having a like-minded group of guys that I can reach out to and talk to, because look, man, men's problems are different than women's problems, and
Absolutely.
they just are. And
Yeah.
fathers, Jeremy, you're a dad. It's not easy. It's very, very difficult to try to be a good partner and a good dad and a good friend and a good host, and so that's the thing I would, let all the guys out there know that, like, there's resources out there for you.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, you do a great job.
Thank you.
I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
Trang,
Well, this wasn't as contentious as I thought it would be. So
we just love you so much.
Fuck you, and fuck podcasting,
go.
and listen to radio only. Boom.
Nicer than I thought.
Yeah, it was so much. It was so much
I
nicer.
have one more question I wanted to ask, but I can save that until the end.
Oh, for me or for her?
Well, I was going to ask if Trang had any other questions or any other points she wanted to bring up before my last question.
No, nope, not really. I was just going to ask you. I mean, you already covered it. What are your thoughts on the Padres? But you already did that, so.
Yeah, I like today's loss. I was whatever. Let's go to Chicago and kick some ass on Tuesday and see what happens, man. You just kind of cross your fingers and hope the guys show up. I mean, which is that's the sentiment for every other fan base with a team in the playoffs. You're crossing your fingers and hoping your guys show up. It's no different.
Absolutely.
But we've got the talent to do it, I think.
If nothing else, that Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be really exciting. So
it's going to be so.
Hopefully, that's not the end of it.
I know. I mean, I'd like this thing to ride out till the very end. But yeah, that feeling you get on Tuesday morning, when when we hit the on button is going to be pretty special. There's nothing like playoff baseball, nothing on the planet. It's not even close. I know. Sorry, Trang, NBA, NFL. It's not close, man. It's just not close
No,
to playoff baseball.
yeah, it's crazy because I do love NFL and NBA the same, but there's really nothing like that playoff push baseball and October baseball. And I can even say that because it's a different type of pressure and energy
Yeah,
that
can't run the
because
clock,
yeah, because like what NFL is what, like you get that 17 games and then it's kind of like obvious who's gonna make it.
Yes,
But baseball
yes.
is just that tight window of just
I,
just gotta get there.
I say it every year. I can't hardly walk. I like when the Padres are hitting, no problem. No problem. I'm having the time of my life. When they're in the field, I went to the playoff game that Michael King pitched against the Dodgers last year. We spent a fortune on tickets. Hannah and I went, and I watched every half inning like this.
Yeah.
And I couldn't watch the field of play. I just listened for reaction because I couldn't watch him throw a pitch and watch us on defense. And when he gave up the grand slam, I knew it was off the bat. I was staring at the concrete. I paid a crazy amount of money to stare at the ground at that game because I go, this sucks. Like there's nothing fun about this at all.
I was at the home game where Cease was pitching against the Dodgers, guys. I was just like, that's the one game we really was like, okay, we're gonna steal it. Thought we were gonna steal it easily, but of course that didn't happen. I just sat there like 6-0, 7-0, whatever it was.
It's excruciating. Yes. So hopefully it goes a little better. Probably in Chicago at this point, and we'll see what happens. But I got to go to baseball practice. You guys are the best. Keep up the great work. Love you, and stay consistent with what you're doing.
We appreciate you. Have a great time. Thanks so much for stopping by. See you later.
Talk soon.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is he gone or do you think he's still there?
I don't know. It says, let's see. So that was a little fun special guest that we had this week, huh?
That was awesome. We're going to be famous. Everyone's going to want to be on our show now. How exciting.
I know. You're so cool, Jerry.
That was way more insightful than I was anticipating. He's, I guess, somebody who works in radio. It makes sense that they'd be able to like carry a conversation and like talk and like, which is great for us because we're not like that. I mean, we can try, but it doesn't come quite as naturally for us to at least go for that long.
It's funny because I studied sports journalism. I still can't do that as often, but he did it really well.
Yeah.
But I brought him on so you guys could fight. I wanted to see the F-bombs drop.
Did we not fight a little bit? I thought we fight. I tried to call him out.
Sissy little fight.
Ah, man.
It was just a little sissy for me. I wanted war.
I'm not built like that. I'm weak.
No, I think like you almost get there and then you're just like nice. And it's funny because I feel like people have come after you for being like this mean guy I've seen lately. And I'm just like, you guys, he's so much nicer than I am. And I wanted to fight that battle for you.
You're very nice. But I don't know. I mean, I genuinely really like Woods. It feels weird to like try to be mean to him, even if it's for a bit or for a joke. I thought that was great. I thought that went as well as I could have hoped. Yeah, like I said, it's nice when someone can just, keep a conversation going so effortlessly like that. So pretty sweet.
But like, how would you feel if he actually had me be on his show? And
how would I feel?
Yeah.
I'd be stoked. I'd be like, one half of the Pimptacular Podcast is getting famous. That's
yeah, but you over here
half of me.
Famous. Yeah, half of me is popular on TikTok and all these shorts and stuff I've seen.
Yeah.
You guys keep supporting him. He's doing great.
Hopefully, because I tried to say this earlier. Like I've accepted that like one day you're gonna find something like else to like take your time, and that's totally fine. I'm ready for that whenever that happens. I just hope that whenever that day comes, you'll give just a small little shout out to your old little podcast that you did before. And I think that would be enough closure for me and for the show.
Yes, I can't wait to do something professional, be on the NFL sideline or something like, yes, I was on a Pimptacular podcast. Yes,
I'm
they'll
just
take me
saying, if
very
you
seriously.
cared at all, you would do that.
They would take me so seriously.
Well, hey, Trang, did you know that the Padres clinched a playoff spot the other day?
I think so, yeah.
That's very exciting. And low-key hilarious, considering that it feels like every podcast we're complaining about the team and their performance and how they're playing and how we don't want to be fans anymore. Why'd we start this podcast to talk about them? And lo and behold, a week before the season ends, they clinch a spot. You know, they're going to be pushing 80 wins, and here we are. It's playoff time. How are you feeling?
Yeah. It's funny because before we started this podcast or this episode, I was just like, man, this is like probably our first episode where we're just like, nothing negative really. Just like, I don't know what, I was like, what do I bring to this podcast? Or yeah, this podcast today. Like everything's just going well. But I think I feel good. The only thing is the offense still kind of gets me. And as much as I'm happy we clinch, it's still surprising kind of. Because even like I know I tweeted this, but it's truly a 162 game season. Baseball, like every game truly counts. I know people are just like, oh, we lost a series, we'll get them back next time. You can see now that at the end of the season, every single game does matter because in this past month, I feel like we've lost more than we've won. You know, we've lost games, I guess, in the past month. Like I wrote this out, we've lost series to the Mariners, then the Twins. Then we got swept by the Orioles. We lost the series to the Reds and the Mets. And it's just like all these bad teams. And it's just like, oh, like this. It's like, it's a killer. Yeah. But hey, man, I guess we're surviving. And so
but we're fine. We still clinched. Yeah. And
yeah,
it looks like we're going to Chicago.
Games. Yeah, these last two games are very promising.
Yeah, that was really good to see. Yeah, what's additionally concerning is not only is the offense a little weak at times. They're especially weak against left-handed pitchers, and that's who we're facing in Chicago.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But I think we'll be locked in regardless.
Yeah. How do you
Hopefully
feel about the rotation?
Tatis will be cured of his norovirus by then.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So how do you feel about the rotation?
How do I feel about the rotation? Not great. I mean, it just depends on which version of these pitchers shows up. I mean, Steve looks good today. That'd be nice to have in the playoffs against a good lineup. Michael King, you know, I think we all think he's a great pitcher, but I don't know if we believe he's like 100% healthy. So
yes,
I don't know which Michael King we're getting come Tuesday. He's starting game. Wait, no, Pavetta's starting game one. Pavetta's the one you feel the most confident about for sure.
Which is crazy, but
yeah. And then Darvish, I don't know. Randy Vasquez has been awesome all year, so it's like I don't think he has the clout to really start a postseason game, but compared to the other starters we have, but he's been really good. You could do worse, I think. How do you feel?
My apologies to Vasquez because I did not expect any of that.
Yeah, he throws like 98 now all of a sudden.
Like I don't know what's going on, but hey, I'll accept it. I wish we could do like a piggyback situation.
Mm-hmm.
With
people have talked about making like Morejon an opener, which I could kind of see, but I mean he's been so good. You like the idea of saving him for like crucial at bats late in game.
Yeah.
But like starting the game off with like against the Dodgers with like Morejon versus Ohtani, like I could see that being a thing. Probably not this year, but maybe if they change their approach.
But I do like Darvish versus Dodgers. I feel like that I'm confident in. For how many innings, I don't know. It's also innings with our pitchers too, which I don't.
Right.
But good thing we have a bullpen.
We'll see.
A nice bullpen. Yeah.
If let's say we should we plan on doing a podcast after the Cubs series, win or lose?
Yeah, I'm down.
Next week.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then we'll discuss the future of the if once the season ends, we'll discuss the future of the podcast after that.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we can talk after the Cubs series and go from there.
No, sounds good to me.
How does that sound?
And maybe there's things that people that follow or subscribe to this, if you guys want to see anything in the off season, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have more discussions about what our scheduling will look like.
Yeah.
Don't want you to get burned out or anything like that, but it's been fun. I was taking a step back and was just thinking, like, we're almost at 300 subscribers. After this video, we're probably going to be over 300 subscribers. And in under 6 months, I feel like I think that's really impressive. I mean, I'm online. I see YouTube channels. I see people trying to start shows and start little projects and stuff. Like, for a lot of people, it takes a long time to, like, and a lot of consistency to really get a following, some sort of clout on their app of choosing. So I think a lot of people who have been at it a lot longer than us would love to be in our position. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. Thankful for all your help and everything you do. So I appreciate it.
No, thanks for choosing me, actually. I appreciate it. I feel like
I had so many choices.
Well, I'm sure you would now. Right? There's always someone be like, hey, have me on. I'm like, brother, we don't know you.
I think that happened a lot after like our first couple episodes, but now everyone understands that this is a two-person show.
We work well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't hang with us, basically. They know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I was going to ask you a question. A serious question.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
I'm a little nervous to ask this. Your Twitter account is huge now, so it's like you're kind of famous, going viral every week.
No.
You know.
Not really.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this question, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeremy. I'm waiting.
Well, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, what was I gonna? I can't even.
An hour
it was. It was. Is the that goddamn freaking shit.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Pimptacular.
How are you?
That was it.
Do the outro.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of the Pimptacular Podcast. Thanks again to Stephen Woods, our Woodsy boy, for joining us this week. And if you guys haven't, please subscribe and like this episode. We'll see you guys maybe in the playoffs.
Please.
Thanks, guys.
Please.
Go Padres.
Okay.